All right, Vogue. Thought I'd give you the update. Yeah, you can't see me at all. It's just in the fucking dark because it's like 4 or 5 a.m. right now. So I've been waking up like this constantly for the past 8 weeks. The reason is because I have so much shit that I'm doing these days. And the good news is I just offloaded one thing recently, or rather it offloaded me. Basically, this guy let me go, or kind of decided to not let me continue working on his project. This guy's one of the smartest guys I've ever met in my entire fucking life. His name is Eugene something something. I can't fucking remember. It's so fucking hard to remember. Yaroslav, something like that. He's a graduate of YC, 2013 winter class. He's supposedly that's the hardest class that was to basically get in. And YC is Y Combinator. Y Combinator is an accelerator for startup businesses, and they invest a certain amount. I should look it up and try to remember it in the future, but like 100 or 200,000, somewhere around there. I can't remember, for like 7% of your business. But that's not what's important. What's important is that YC's network kind of helps you, and YC's resources kind of help you grow really fast. I speak about this because I'm building something that does something like that. And that company, or that thing that I'm building, will hopefully mentor, or, and rather, not or, mentors, and it creates an ecosystem of basically mentors, or people who are very effective at their craft. And it will help these startups literally blow up, I guess, if you want to call it that, or start really, really quick, and basically accelerate. Sometimes we can call it an incubator, because if it actually creates ideas for the companies, or creates things for the companies that did I just say that twice? Jeez, I'm tired. Anyway, it can literally help spawn something, if that makes sense. So anyway, I don't even know if you know startups. I don't know if you know anything about the ecosystem. I don't know what you're fucking doing. You did mention it, I think, in an email or something recently, but you'll have to update me. Maybe you can create a video like this, in the dark, preferably naked, preferably. Just kidding. I'm such a smartass these days because I've been on X Spaces. By the way, why don't you come on? That would be a good way to catch up. So jump onto X.com, Elon Musk's version of Twitter, and join me in these spaces, because I'm in these on a regular basis, and it gives me an opportunity to basically meet people throughout the whole world. And I've been meeting some really, really, really fucking cool people. And because of that, it has literally been a reason, or what am I fucking trying to say? I'm trying to justify, or rather, it is justified that I jump onto these spaces, because I met Eugene, honestly, through this. I met a bunch of other people that are just really, really fucking cool. Probably would have been Sigma News, if they were in our class and all that other shit. That kind of guy. And then like they probably would have been alpha, or not alpha. They probably would have been like gamma phi's or something, and maybe some tridelts, and we would have probably tried to do what we could to avoid them, because they're tridelts, because you know what that means, right? Just kidding. Speaking of tridelts, I think I'm partnering with one. I can't remember if she was tridelt, maybe she wasn't, maybe she didn't even join. But do you know Vicky Meyer? She was our class years ago, and she used to be a part of my mentorship group and in BLP. So I was in the business leadership program, or BLP, and we frankly were in that mentorship group before for so many years, and we didn't actually actively try to keep in touch. We just honestly just, I don't know, it was just kind of weird. But eventually she, I think, reached out to me, and I, met up with her for like coffee or dinner. I don't remember. And so we kind of kept a little more in touch recently. And then all of a sudden, when I had this business idea, which is creating a venture capital firm that would incubate, or rather, it would um, pick companies out of 3 cities. Originally, it was 4. I was going to call it the 4 pillars of this company, or maybe, well, pillars. It was more like 4 something funky that I'll share with you later. It's kind of a cool way that I named them, or the naming convention. Anyway, did I put you to sleep yet? Because I'm sure me being monotone the entire fucking time and talking about shit that you don't even care about, or talking about shit that basically um, doesn't even make sense, must be boring. Am I correct? So what I'll do is I'll stop for now, and I'm also going to send you a dating log, and tell me if this is entertaining, because I feel like it's entertaining if you at least listen to the first part of each of these things. So maybe you just fast forward, but yeah, I'm also doing this, or I was doing that for the past few weeks. So that was something that I was doing. I am building that venture capital firm. Like I said, I am potentially putting together teams of people to execute on some startup ideas that I formed while hiking up this hill. I've been hiking like a motherfucker, but that stopped about a week ago because I sprained my ankle. And for the past few days, I've been trying to rest it, trying to get healed up, because I got to go to Sonoma Valley this weekend. Partially for my birthday, but also partially because they have a really cool conference that's starting on my birthday, and will be lasting for 4 weeks. It's in Healdsburg or something like that, and honestly, it's a pretty foo-foo kind of event, and I have no idea. It kind of sounds cool, kind of seems cool, but we'll see. The other thing that's kind of cool is that I'll get to see the godmother of my kids. She lives in Santa Rosa, North Bay area, and I'm taking Evelo Airlines. You ever taken that? Supposedly it's the world's most trusted airlines, supposedly. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It's probably like similar to Southwest. But yeah, discount airline. I might just be taking a backpack with me, so we'll see. And what else? What else has been going on, dude? Yeah, lots of stuff. Like I said, the venture capital firm. Oh, I'm moving to Austin, dude. I'm moving to Austin. Forgot about that. I'm moving to fucking Austin. So that's going to be cool. I mean, I'm moving there for that venture capital firm, or at least I'm moving there to help build that capital firm. Venture capital firm. Jesus Christ, again, I don't know if I can talk. And was in LA this past weekend. Was almost headed to Portugal, because my friends, the one that I'm visiting this weekend in Santa Rosa, bought a condo out there and needed somebody to hang out there. But they won't let anybody stay except me for some reason. Well, I guess I've known her since 5th grade, so they trust me and stuff. But almost went to Malta. Almost went to Malta. Might even go to Malta, depending on whether or not I apply to this program or not. So yeah, so that's a possibility. What else? What else? God, so much more. But I do look forward to seeing you, dude, mid-June. So that's my plan, is I'm going to see your ass. We're going to catch up. We're going to at least hang out once before I go to Austin. Basically, when I hit or go to your place, or sorry, when I get back to like the Federal Way area and stuff, I will only be there for about 2 weeks or a little less, because I got to head back down to Austin for a house that I bought for, dude, $315,000, if you can believe that shit. 4-bedroom, 3-bath. It's in the middle of a triangulated area between Tesla's Gigafactory, Tesla's Starlink and SpaceX and Boring Company. And below me is the F1 track of Austin called something of the Americas or something like that. So, yeah, dude. And I dated a 21-year-old last year, or no, 2 years ago, who loved F1. And yeah, so that's a little bit of a summary of what Byung has been doing for the past fucking, Jesus Christ, 8 weeks. Before that, dude, I was depressed for 2 years. Nice little kicker.